Hey, it's Kyle Harth with Ruger Range Drills, and we're going to work on shooting from the compressed ready, so here at the chest, extending out and punching out and shooting one round. Now, the importance of this drill is acquisition of sights as you push out, and then proper trigger control as you come out to take the slack up in that trigger and be able to present the shot at the end of the extension accurately on target. So we're going to focus on doing that extension and pushing it out. Then, when we get comfortable with that actual movement, we're going to introduce a time hack into it. Now, I like time hacks because what it makes you do is it makes you push yourself, push your envelope a little bit, and it gives you something to measure yourself, a metric. So by adding time, we're going to let the buzzer go, we're going to push out, and we're going to try to make that shot within 1 second. Now, that may sound a little daunting and it may sound a little fast. However, that's a very achievable standard. You may not get it the first time, you may not get it the first 10 times, but that's what you want to work toward. Let it be your goal. Now, you can go out and get a fancy timer that you'll see all the competitive shooters working with, or you can get an app for your phone. I'm going to run on an app today. I have both, I like both. Whatever's good for you, use that one. But again, we want to try to get to that delay time, the buzzer goes off, and we extend out while following our sights, take up the slack in the trigger, and make that one shot within 1 second. And as we go to the timer in just a second, I'll show you what that looks like. It's actually more time than you think. You don't really have to rush it that much. So let's take a look at what this looks like downrange. So first we're going to do it without the timer. So remember, what we're doing is we're coming from the compressed ready. So our grip is still important, our trigger is still important, all the things we've talked about. But what we're now going to do is we're going to introduce the extension out to the target as we take the slack up on the trigger and making and breaking the shot. Then we'll come back to compressed ready with our finger off the trigger and safe. We're going to assess, and then we're going to do it again. And then in just a second, we'll do it with the timer. So this is what it'll look like. At the compressed ready, we're going to extend out, find our sights, make the shot. Finger goes straight, we assess that shot, come back to a compressed ready. So again, let's look at what that looks like. We're going to extend out, start to take the slack up in the trigger, and break the shot. Trigger goes straight, and we come back, and we're safe again. Let's do it one more time, and then we're going to go to the timer. So again, compressed ready, everything's right, grip's right, trigger's right. We push out, start to take the slack up on the trigger, and we break the shot. Back. Now we're going to introduce time. So again, time pushes us, time gives us something to measure ourselves in, and as we improve, as we get quicker and we get accuracy, remember, we can't let our accuracy fail just because we're trying to go faster. Only go as fast as you can be accurate. Your speed will increase as your skill increases. So I'm going to go to my app, and I've got my app set on, I think, a 4-second delay. So once I touch it, it gives me the ability to get my gun in the position I need to be in and get my shot off. So it'll look something like this. Keeping that gun in a safe direction. I'll start my timer. I'll wait for the beep. And I'm back. Now, if you'll notice, my shot aired off a little bit from when I was trying to go as slow as possible because I was pushing myself hard. Remember, you get under that time, and now you want to rush. My shot was in 0.48, so I was under half a second. A second is my standard. So what that shows me is I'm going a little too fast to achieve what I'm trying to drive at. So this time, I'm going to go a little slower and see if I can clean that shot up a little more and get it back in tune with the shots when I was shooting a little slower. Now again, this is way more time than you think. You're your own worst enemy in this, so use your time to your advantage. So I'm going to get myself ready again in a safe direction. I'm going to go ahead and set my timer, and I'm going to wait for the buzzer. Okay. Now I've cleaned my shot up and it's back where it should be, and now I'm at 0.51. So I didn't really slow down too much, but in my mind, I felt like I was slowing down more, and I felt like I concentrated more, and I did get my shot to where it needs to be. So let's shoot another one. All right, I'm gonna start that timer, get my gun ready, and this time I'm gonna try to slow down even more. Pushing out, finding my sights, and break the shot. Again, my shot is exactly where I wanted it to be, exactly in the other group. And I got a .74. So I'm still well within my limit. I'm well within the range I wanted to be for that kind of drill. Giving yourself time and making time something that's challenging you allows you to do exactly this. It allows you to see how far you can push yourself and still maintain that accuracy. So again, when I rushed that first time, and that's really common to do that on the first shot, you're really gonna wanna make that first shot fast. But I did it too fast, and I didn't get the right sight picture I needed. When I slowed down just a little bit, and in one instance, it was only, what, 0.3 of a second or something like that. So, or 0.03 of a second. Just slowing down that little bit of amount, finding those sights, drives you back into that accuracy range that you want to shoot at. So that's pressing out from the chest, doing one shot drill. And remember, 1 second's what we're looking for, and get yourself a timer and figure out how to push that time against you to make your accuracy and your speed start to close in on one another.